So, as y'all know, I'm starting my YouTube officially. So, I've been a personal trainer now for 19 years. 4 years before that, I was working as a physical therapy assistant. And I always like to say to people that when I was in physical therapy, I loved it, and that was the direction I kind of wanted to go. But then I was advised not to. And so by my mentors and things like that. So I ended up realizing when I finally decided to be a personal trainer that I'm on the side where people want to work with me. So the positive thing about that is when I'm training adults, they come in and they say, these are the things I want and need. And then from there, we kind of come up with an agreement. And that agreement is here's what you got to do to get there. And then as I learn more about the individual, then we're able to go that direction and really blossom into an excellent program that works best for this person. So every person, whenever I start them, so this is like one of the Q&As. So people always ask like, so should I do what so-and-so did? Because I'm really inspired by this person. Okay. So my immediately answer to that, should I do what so and so did, is God did not create us all to be exactly the same. So, that being said, we have different variables throughout our life that affect where we are. So, little things that I like to check off with my clients is focusing on their stress. So, we have stress and then we have unnecessary stress. Both of those things come into play when we are talking about our bodies. And then we also have to talk about how we handle that stress as well. So some people actually work really well under stress and pressure, and that's like their fuel and that's their energy, and that what gets them to wake up in the morning and go because they're like always on with this. Then there's the individuals that actually do better with less stress in their life. And so when they come to me and they have all this stress, my job is not to change the fact they have the stress because it's life and you can't change that, but is to help them understand that taking care of our body will help us handle stress a lot better. So at Hisner Fitness, one of the things that huge things that separates us from others is that we focus not, hey, there's a little fly. So the biggest thing that separates us from others is we include weights, cardio, and ideas on how to eat throughout the day. So a lot of people will just like not eat all day. Well, food is fuel. And then a lot of people won't do recovery things, which would be food and cardio. And then other people won't even pay attention to this week I didn't get much sleep, so I need to reduce my strength training level to match that. So every single week we're listening to the client and we're progressing them based on where they are. So sometimes I will be with a client explaining to them because we're all different, and that's my whole point. Hey, this week I'm going to back off on your training style because the last thing I want to do is for you to get hurt because your body is already under too much stress. So I'm going to reduce the stress and I'm going to train you a different style this week, not something you're used to reduce that stress. Okay. So another question, and that's the baseline of how we start like programming. And then from there, we just keep going with that. Obviously, pay for us at Hisner Fitness. We love to do what we do. So it's not something we just give away for free, but it is something we can definitely educate you on. So when you're picking like a personal trainer, make sure it's somebody that's not just doing the exact same workout all day with their clients. So then another question that I get often is, oh my gosh, am I going to have to spend a ton of time working out and doing all this stuff and blah, blah. So the first, I would say, week or two of starting anything, whether it's a new job, whether it's maybe you just had a kid, or whether it's changing schedules because school started, or even just if you're single and you just like are trying to like adapt to another city or whatnot, whatever it is, there's always going to be a couple weeks grace period. Within the couple weeks, give it those couple weeks, you're going to see if this works for you or does not work for you. Okay. So within those 2 weeks, then there's progressions that come, and then there's going to be another progression and change with that. Okay. So when somebody says to me, is it going to take up my entire life? I would say the first couple weeks, it feels like it takes up your entire life just because it's change. And anytime we have change, our lives feel like it's like frantic, okay? So, yes, for the first couple weeks, it will take over your life a little bit. Then it becomes adaptable. That is the great thing about being a human. We can adapt fairly quickly. So think of weather changes, climate changes, different things like that. We are all adaptable. Okay. So now the last question, the third question that I'm going to have here is creative cardio. So like, why do you have beginner, moderate, and advanced? Okay. So my whole YouTube is really going to be based off creative cardio. It's going to get to where I do once a week creative cardios. Right now, I'm just going to do motivational things, progress from there, see what you all like. So obviously, put some comments below. If you have questions for my next Q&A, go ahead and put those questions so that I can answer those questions for you. And, you know, I've been in the industry for 19 years. If you include my physical therapy and college athlete and all that, you're looking at 25 years, 26 years of, you know, fitness. This is like truly my lifestyle. So when somebody has a question, it is impossible for me not to answer that question. So the last one is talking about these creative cardio. So what is creative cardio? So it is for you anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes of creative cardio. I do have the occasional 40-minute client. So you're going to have to, if you're not training with me, I'm not going to tell you if you're a 20-minute and that's going to be most effective for you. I'm not going to tell you if you're a 30-minute. That is something you pay me for. But I will give you enough ideas that you can be dangerous, you know, and successful. So with that, we have beginner, moderate, and advanced. So this beginner cardio for a Hissner Fitness client or fan of Hissner Fitness is for somebody that's just starting out. This could be up to 6 months to a year that you're staying at this level. All you're having to do is change the cardios every month so that your body keeps progressing and changing, so you can bring out the fine lines in your arms and your legs, different areas. Some of my ladies call it your underbutt. That's an area you definitely as a female want to watch. I'm in, you know, going into my 40s and things like that, and your lower abs, you definitely have to watch that area as well, men and women. That is a huge sign that you got some other things that you need to take care of ASAP, and obviously this is something you can chat with your doctor about as well. So here we are, creative cardio. We got beginner, so that's the person 6 months to a year, you're staying at that level. So stay at that level. When I post these cardios, I will talk about beginner, moderate, and advanced, and I will start with the beginner, then go to moderate, and go to advanced, okay? And then we have moderate level cardio. So this is a person been with us for like, you know, a year, and they're doing really well. Maybe they're at the 6 month mark and we're like, hey, you're doing really well. Your fitness is really clicking. So you're going to go progress to this level. So you're doing the exact same as you would have as a beginner. You're just doing a more advanced level. So this is like a compound type movement, or that just increases your heartbeat about 10 beats per minute. Okay, so not aggressive on the joints, still at a very healthy level, so your joints and everything like that are happy. And then we have the advanced level. So advanced level is for the client that is staying at this level that maybe is like an athlete, or maybe you're performing at this athletic level with kids or anything like that, or even yourself, you're playing volleyball, rec soccer, something like that, and you need to be a performance type person. You need to fire those muscle groups at that level. So even if you just started with us, we would be at a beginner level, then we'd go moderate, and then we'd say, hey, it's time for you to go advanced. So when you are doing these extracurricular activities, you are not going to hurt yourself because your brain is already telling those muscles what to do under stress, under pressure, and things like that. So again, I would not have this person doing it, 3 times a week, 4 times a week at that level. It'd be specific to the person. So it'd maybe be twice a week. I want you to do these explosive type moves at that advanced level. So click on my YouTube, click subscribe if you like this. And guess what? Each week I'm going to be posting something, whether it's motivational or just a little bit of a blurb. And pretty soon I am going to post a creative cardio that is a full 30-minute creative cardio that you can do from the comfort of your home, in your gym, wherever you want. Just enjoy yourself and know this is my gift to you. Thanks and have a blessed day.